Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS22 map presentation video. In this video I'll show you the second alpha version of my upcoming map 4 Fields. And yes, you heard correct. The sad news is I didn't accomplish to finish the map till the end of September. I hope I will finish it in 1 or 2 weeks and then upload it to ModHub for the testing process and so, because this map should come out for consoles as well as soon as it is ready. But the good news is I made some progress and I uploaded a new version to my homepage, and you can download it if you are a PC player and if you are so curious to have a look on this map that isn't yet finished. Okay, and I think I'll show you around on this map, but first I show you the main principle of this. The map is called 4 Fields for a reason. It has 4 fields, 4 huge fields. The size of the map is a standard size map, and nearly the whole map is filled with those huge fields. And the idea behind it was that a lot of console players were sad that they couldn't play on 4 times or 16 times map with huge fields, and therefore I thought, okay, even on a standard size map you could make big fields, and here it is. If you want an even bigger field, you could buy all 4 of those fields and plow them together. So those roads are only painted, and you can just plow this little area, and then you have one enormous large field, if you so wish. And there are 4 farms. Here's one, there is one, there and there. And so it's very good to play with 3 other friends, 4 players together, or 4 groups. They play in co-op and compete against each other. And yeah, so I had the multiplayer in my mind when constructing this map. As a new farmer, you start on this farm, and you own the farm and one of those huge fields and quite some equipment that is a medium size at least, but not all the very, very big equipment, because I thought you need to have some open wishes, dreams to work for, and therefore it's just the medium size equipment that you get here. Here you have a farmhouse and a small carport, and the main features of all 4 farms are the same, but they are arranged in a different way. They have different looking farmhouses, and they each have a different barn for the animals. So here you have sheds and equipment. And here you have a production. This is farm production with all kinds of products from the base game. So you can make flour and bake bread and make oil and all this kinds of stuff. And those buildings are 3 times more productive than my smaller productions and the base game, because I thought with such big fields you want big and powerful productions. And this production is for farm supply, such as hay, total mixed ration, silage, pig food, seeds, and all this kind of stuff. And here you have a barn, and the upper floor is used as storage for bales and pallets, and therefore you have those warning stripes things and so. And here downstairs it can be used for your vehicles. Here is a multi-fruit silo with 10 million liter capacity, and there is your cow barn for up to 500 cows. And when you start, there are no cows. I only bought the cows to make it look more alive for this video. Okay. Let's go and fly around, because this is the fastest way to go around this map. We just go all around the map and I show you everything that we see. Here is a big vineyard, and it was even bigger, but a lot of people asked me how to remove the wine plants. And yeah, and then other people said, oh, if you work on this, you get so tired and it will be so boring. And then I said, okay, screw it. I make it a little bit smaller. And therefore here you have a shed and quite a place where you can put your own gardens or greenhouses and stuff. And then we have 100 meters of wine plants, and before it was 200 meters, but I thought, okay, if a lot of guys get too tired for working on a 200-meter row, then I make a smaller one. This is for people who only want to work a little bit, or medium a lot, because it's still a rather big vineyard, so to say. And if you're really into it, you can just work on this as well. This is still 200 meters as it was. So we have 75% of what it was before, but you have more place for putting your own stuff down on this lot, if you so wish. Here we have a village, and I nearly forgot to mention that this map exists in two versions. This is the American version of the map, and there is also a German version of the map. You only download one map and you get two maps, and they both have 4 fields and 4 farms, and yeah, the all around is the same, but the buildings are different. And yeah, and here this is different in color and the material, like wooden, and in the German version it looks slightly different. It's the same building, but it looks rather different because of not being wood but plaster and a different color and so. And here we have a totally different building than in the German version. This is the diner, and as you can see, it still has to be decorated, and that's one of the tasks I still have to do. And then here, yeah, we go through the village, which is just decorative. It's a street village, which is common village that is just on each side of a road, a very narrow village, and that fit very well to this, I thought. And here we have a grocery store as a selling station, And here is the tailor, the production. And here we have an empty field. There is quite a lot of empty place that you can buy and use for whatever you want. This is a camping ground, and you can buy this and get a passive income, and the money that you get is such that the camping ground is paid for after 1 year, and then you make profit with it. And it is a selling station as well for every player who plays on this map. Yeah, it has tents and holiday homes, and there are even more holiday homes, more the luxury version. And here we have the the dealership, and with a lot of place for your huge machines that you will buy there. We have a farmer's market as a selling station. And here is the second farm, which has the same functional buildings as the other one, but different colors. The farmhouse looks different and is a little bit elevated to have a nice view at the river. And the animal barn is a horse barn for only 16 horses, because you can only have 16 horses in one barn in FS22. I would have liked to make more, but sadly it's not possible. And if you don't want, I nearly forgot to mention, if you have these horses and they get 3 years old and they are well fed and you have trained them well, then they are worth 40,000 bucks each. So you can earn much more money with those horses than in the base game. But if you still would prefer to have cows and no horses, then you can sell this barn for 100,000 bucks, and you can buy a cow barn for 100,000 bucks, so you can just switch it without losing money. The pre-installed barns are worth more than the new board. I made it like that you can easily switch it if you want to have different animals. So there we have another village and a windmill and the animal dealer, and I added a selling station for things like grass, straw, silage and such, as it is common at the animal dealers. And here we have productions for grapes and a dairy, and this is the spinnery. And all those production buildings are 3 times more productive than in the base game, and the capacity is 3 up to 10 times bigger than in the base game, because with such big fields you need more production rate and capacity, I thought. And you can just buy them like in the base game. You go there and search for the wrench symbol, and then you just buy it. Where is it? There is it, at this building. And I made two lots with gardens that are 20 times more productive than my garden mod gardens, and sadly they look they look like running dry. I couldn't make it different. I would have liked to just disable them all, but that wasn't possible. And as soon as you buy the farmland, it's rather cheap. You own this garden, and it is already pre-filled with water, and then you can grow a lot of plants there, not only tomatoes, lettuce and strawberry, but also potatoes and corn and soybeans, like my gardening mod. And here we have the port, and you can sell all kinds of stuff there, and you can buy your petrol. A gas station is there, a very small one. And here is a lot. When you buy this, you get passive income from those wind turbines, and you can also use the grass for your animals to feed them. There is the third farm, which is new. Oh, the second farm is also new. Has the same basic buildings, a different farmhouse, and yeah, elevated on a semicircle and nicely decorated. And here we can have up to 1,000 sheep, and this sheep barn is ready for the grazing mod. So if you use the grazing mod as a PC player, you can just leave the barn as it is. It already has the right grass growing there, and you don't need to invest in painting meadow. And yeah, but I think you wouldn't be able to feed 1,000 sheep with this area. I don't know how many sheep can be fed with this area completely. So if you have more sheep and you're going to the limit, you have to give them more feed than with the grass that is growing. And if you don't use the grazing mod, which is the normal, then you have just to feed them like normal with grass or hay. Okay. Here we have some more production buildings. This is the oil mill and the sugar mill. And here we have a selling station for grain and such. This is a grain mill. And there comes the small selling BGA. This is the selling station BGA, and you can sell all your things like silage, slurry manure and chaff and so on and so forth. And I made this tiny selling BGA because the bigger BGA, which we see in some minutes, is only available for those who own it. And therefore I thought, if you play with your friends, everybody wants to maybe sell their slurry and such, and therefore you can sell it here. And this is a selling station for wood and cutted wood. I don't know the English word, but I guess you know what I mean. So if it's very, very small, the wood, then you can sell it here too. And yeah, here are quite some woods in this area and there too. And you can buy the area and cut the wood if you want to earn money from harvesting wood. And here is the fourth farm. Same buildings as per usual, different farmhouse. This is rather long. And we have a pig barn for up to 1,000 pigs. And it is muddy and with trees, and so that the pigs can really enjoy their life. And pigs love to live in the forest and to enjoy to have a bath in the mud, and therefore I gave them all this. Okay, let's go on. Here is a decorative watchtower, just for fun. And we fly a little bit higher. You can walk up there, and here you find, yeah, a nice area where you can imagine to relax, to lay in the hammock and have some grilled cheese or whatsoever and enjoy the sweets that are provided there. But sadly, you can only imagine this if you are there. And you have wonderful view on all the map. And if you play with friends, you could go there and watch what they are doing from here. Okay, here is another garden. And you can have buy those gardens for other places as well. So it's available in the building menu. And I should just buy it to show you how nice it looks. Because it's really nice, and it's not expensive, this farmland. Look, this is nice, isn't it? And you can have a big variety of plants, and some of them that are difficult to grow, like sugar beet or potatoes, and you can get them rather easy with this, and it is rather productive, so you can make quite a lot of money with such a garden. Here we have a sawmill. This left side is a selling station, and the right side is a production. So this is similar like with the BGA. There is a production version and a selling station version, and those are close together. And here we have the BGA, and you don't see any shiny symbols. That's why, because you have to buy the BGA to own it, and then you can use it as a BGA, or you can sell the buildings, and then you have a flat property for you. And why would you do this? I asked the people that wished for, can we sell the BGA? And they had an answer, and that was very, yeah, I was impressed by the answer and said, okay, then I'll take care that you can sell the BGA, because they want to have the BGA from the pumps and hoses packs, because they like this BGA better. And they thought, okay, here is already a place for a BGA. So here I want to have my pumps and hoses BGA, and therefore you can sell this BGA if you bought the property. Okay, let's go on. Here's another tiny village with a little lake, just for fun. And then we are back at the first farm. Okay, and there's quite a lot to do, even if it looks as if it is more or less finished. It isn't. I still have to make the roads, I have to make the traffic, the pedestrians. Here are trees on the hills in the background. Those don't have trees yet, and I have to make helper splines that the helper knows where to go, which are the right roads to take to go from here to there, and a lot of other stuff. Yeah, and therefore it's not yet done, and you'll find a link in the description below to download this second alpha version from my homepage, and I'll keep working on it. And what you can do for me is you can wish me good luck that I'm fast enough to finish the map in 1 or 2 weeks. That would be my goal. Okay, I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.